We go to item number 8, resolution 2013-4, use of domestic well water for subdivision lands. Art Schwenka, please.
Art Schwenka speaking. Mr. Chair and Commissioners and staff, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The resolution really pertains to if a landowner severs the water rights or severs the water from the land, then what is he going to do with the land? When you stop and think about that, there's no water rights left, there's no water left on the land, so according to state statute, he could subdivide that land in whatever size parcels the county that he's in would let him subdivide it, and he could sell it off to an individual, and that individual could then apply for a domestic well and get it. So what that really means is they're double dipping. The first landowner had the fully appropriated water rights to that land, and he sold them or transferred them or did whatever he did off the land, and then they go back and get new water for that, which, as you all know, Torrance County or the Estancia Basin doesn't have any new water. So what we're trying to do is say that if the developer transfers the water off the land, or if he severs the water from the land, then he has to hold back enough water rights to take care of a subdivision if he so decides to subdivide it. Or he can go buy water rights and put them back on the land, transfer them back onto the land to take care of that, but he can't use a domestic well to do that. Now, I talked to the state engineer about this, and the state engineer said that they've tried to get a law through to stop double dipping, but they've never been able to get it done. The counties can do resolutions that's more stringent than the state engineer's policies or statutes, and it's okay and it's approved, and so this is what the state engineer recommended that we do to protect the double dipping in the Estancia Basin. Be happy to answer any questions.
We'll have a motion and then we'll go into discussion.
Move that we approve resolution 2013-4, use of domestic wells water for subdivision lands.
We'll have a second.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion. If you have any questions, Commissioner Tucker.
I don't have any questions.
Commissioner Freiberg.
Who would enforce? I mean, if somebody did subdivide, who would enforce whether they could have wells on them or not?
That would have to start with planning and zoning, and it had to be in the subdivision act of that particular county. Bernalillo County has already passed this for their portion of the Estancia Basin that they have, and they're going to put that in the subdivision ordinance, or in the subdivision act, for the subdivision planning and zoning people to take care of that.
Can you enforce a
And
conditional use?
I believe Santa Fe County's put it into their land use plan.
They are, and they're supposed to, I think it's this next week that it's going to be on their county commission calendar to try and pass it.
We will have Steve from planning and zoning continue with this.
Yeah, currently when there's a new subdivision being considered, it goes through the full process of coming before the planning and zoning board, and but the final approval is up to this body, and they have to meet the guidelines of the state statute as well as the county subdivision regulations and the supplemental guidelines to those regulations. regulations as far as water use and road improvements, floodplain, compliance, and everything is reviewed at that time. And as well as during that process, there are copies sent to the various state agencies and to the utility companies for their comment. And that's before it even comes before the Planning and Zoning Board for their recommendation. And that's pretty much the process of the new subdivision.
Do you have any questions?
I have no further questions.
Commissioner Tapia? I have a motion, a second, we're in discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing no opposition, this motion carries. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I only heard one vote. I only heard one vote. I heard Lonnie vote, but I didn't hear Leanne or Leroy vote.
I'm sorry.
I'm in favor. Thank you.
I'm also in favor of it.
Thank you.